All right, let's dive into that really vague, foggy feeling of being stuck. You know the one. It hits all of us. You suddenly feel this magnetic pull to grab your phone or just wander over to the fridge. We're going to decode that exact feeling. Yeah, we often just brush it off as boredom or, procrastination, but it's actually a really specific biological signal. So let's take a look at how it actually shows up. How familiar does this sound? That little pause between meetings where you just can't bring yourself to open the next document. That fogginess, that's your nervous system literally sending up a flare. It's signaling that it's low on fuel. This isn't some kind of character flaw. It's a biological cue. So when our brain sends out that low fuel signal, what do? We look for the fastest relief we can find. But what if our go-to solutions are actually digging us into an even deeper hole? To really get this, we've got to talk about dopamine. Just think of it as the molecule of motivation. And it's not just about pleasure. It's what gives you that get up and go energy. It makes you feel like your efforts are actually worthwhile. So when it's low, everything just feels harder. And this gives us a great little peek inside our own heads. So when you do something rewarding, dopamine gets released. It zips across this little gap here, and it plugs into these receptors. It sends a super clear signal that says, hey, that was good, let's do that again. It's a really fundamental survival mechanism. So when our brain is screaming for a boost, where does it go? Well, it goes for the easiest, most reliable sources it knows. Things like endless scrolling on social media, grabbing a sugary snack, or checking your email. They all provide a really fast, predictable hit of dopamine. And this right here, this is the absolute key. It feels good for a second, right? But the interest rate is incredibly high. You're getting a tiny bit of relief right now, but you end up way more depleted just a little while later. And this is how it builds into this nasty, vicious cycle. So first, you get the spike. But then your brain, trying to protect itself from being overstimulated, actually reduces the number of places for that dopamine to land. And this is crucial. Your baseline level of dopamine then drops even lower than it was before. So what happens? You feel worse and you crave another spike. It's a perfect biological trap. Okay, so the good news is you can absolutely break the cycle. The real key is learning to recognize the signal for what it is before you automatically reach for that quick fix. This right here, this is the hinge point. It's all about learning to translate your own internal monologue. That feeling of, I'm just bored, isn't really a call for entertainment. It's a signal that your brain needs real fuel. That sudden, out-of-nowhere craving for a cookie, it's not always hunger. It's often just a dopamine dip. Just seeing this pattern is the first huge step to changing it. Okay, so if the quick fixes don't really work, what does? Let's build a toolkit of healthy, sustainable ways to refuel your brain without the crash. Now, I love this. Instead of scrolling, what if you just stepped outside and looked at the sky for 2 minutes? Seriously. Or instead of a snack, what if you put on your favorite song and did 10 quick squats? See, these aren't just distractions, they are targeted ways to regulate your nervous system. Look at these categories: nature, sensory, connection, movement. These are the things that provide real restorative energy. So here's the crucial part, why these work so much better. Unlike a quick fix, a healthy reset actually quiets your body's stress response. It helps light up the thinking, planning part of your brain, your prefrontal cortex. And most importantly, it gently increases your baseline dopamine over time, which makes you more resilient, not less. Now, this might all sound like a lot, but the goal here is not a complete life overhaul overnight. No way. The goal is to start incredibly, almost ridiculously small. Just one. That's it. We are not aiming for perfection here. We are aiming for one small, compassionate change. So here is the main takeaway. For the rest of this week, just once a day, when you feel that pull to scroll or to snack, just pause. Recognize the signal and choose one tiny thing from that dopamine menu instead. That's it. One swap a day. You'd be amazed how those small shifts compound into massive change over time. So, as we finish up, I'm just gonna leave you with this question to carry with you. The next time you feel that urge, that fogginess, that stuck feeling, just quietly ask yourself this. It's a simple question, but it can literally change everything.